This is a Saturday morning TV log from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday morning TV log, and this time around it's Beethoven, brought to us by Universal Cartoon Studios and Northern Lights Entertainment. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Doyle, the Big D to you. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So this week's Saturday morning TV log is another long-forgotten tune of the 90s, Beethoven, based on the movie of the same name. Well, loosely. The series was produced by Universal along with Northern Lights Entertainment, who co-produced the films. It originally premiered on CBS in September of 1994. But it only had one season produced, as you can imagine. And a couple of stars from the films actually did appear on this, which included Dean Jones, who played Dr. Varnick, the villain of the first film, taking the role of George Newman, who of course was played by Charles Grodin in the movies. But however, another one was Nicole Tom, who played Rice in both the two theatrical films, reprising her role as Rice. Of course, Tom was already well known on CBS for appearing on The Nanny. So apparently she was the only cast member from the films to reprise her role for the series. Anyway, the show's premise focuses on the Newman family and their love for Beethoven, their St. Bernard dog. But the patriarch does have his moments with the dog, who gets in different mishaps time after time. When not with the family, Beethoven spends time with three other dogs, Caesar, Ginger, and Sparky, who was the stray you might know from the first film. We don't know its name, but that's its actual name. Unlike the film, Beethoven does have a speaking voice, at least among the other animals. The same plot was used in the Free Willy cartoon, which debuted the same year, where the main character of Willy could also talk. But that'll be saved for a couple of weeks, since I had to scrap the Saturday morning TV log I originally scheduled for this week, which was Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. But let's not try and get into that anyway. But anywho, I think this show was absolutely crazy. Unfortunately, this came on the early hours. And unfortunately, our CBS affiliate was airing the news, unfortunately, which meant I failed to see this show. And for years, I had wanted to experience this and never could. But however, that did change more recently. I'll get to that in a little bit. Each week, Beethoven and his canine colleagues get into all sorts of fun misadventures and mishaps. Not just with his canine companions, but also around the Newmans and what have you. And I gotta say, if you liked the movie or its sequel, you may feel right at home with this show. I know, it only lasted a mere season. It could have kept going. There was a total of 13 episodes produced and aired, and each episode had two stories. The show ended in December of 94, but I believe it continued in reruns later on. Now, Universal, along with Good Times Home Video, actually released the show on video cassette. However, after that, it has not been seen. After it was aired, it was never seen again, not even through syndication. However, in July of 2020, the show actually got to be shown on the Peacock streaming service. So if you've got Peacock, then you can definitely watch the Beethoven cartoon on there if you'd like to. I think you'll really get a few good laughs from it. Now, aside from Dean Jones and Nicole Tom, our other voice acting cast includes Beethoven's vocal effects is Joe Murray, who, of course, was well known for doing his roles on various shows, which I believe came out after this and what have you. Yes, because he had to get some to appear in shows after this, like he'd later go on to play Pete on Dharma and Greg, and And he also appeared on Still Standing and Mad Men. So I gotta say, he was very good at voicing that character. Now, for the rest of the Nguyen family, voicing Alice Nguyen is Kat Susi, who, of course, I'm sure a lot of you remember that person, who, of course, was already known for voicing Linka on Captain Planet, as well as Lola Bunny in the Looney Tunes franchise, various characters on Tiny Two Adventures, and and Phil and Lil on Rugrats. Now, voicing Ted Nguyen, the second child, is J.D. Daniels, while the youngest of the group, Emily, is voiced by Francesca Marie Smith. Now, voicing Beethoven's colleagues, Sparky is voiced by Joe Pantoliano. I'm sure you know who that is. You may remember him. He played one of the Fratellis in The Goonies. He's appeared on other TV shows and movies. He'd also be well known for his work on The Matrix and The Sopranos. He voices Sparky. I almost didn't notice that was him until I found out it was him later on. Tress MacNeille, also a voice actress from Tiny Two Adventures. She voiced Babs Bunny. She also voiced Gadget in Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers and Dot Warner on Animaniacs. She voices Ginger, who is a collie dog. And finally, there's Caesar the Great Dane, voiced by Bill Fagerbeck, who, of course, was well known for playing Dauber on TV's Coach. And, of course, this was still before he would voice a certain Patrick Star on SpongeBob SquarePants. Next up, we have Brian George voicing Ted's pet guinea pig, Mr. Hugs, which that's spelled Huggs, which that was really some. We also have some various other voices, including Maurice LaMarche, Hank Azaria, who of course was well known for voicing various characters on The Simpsons, Greg Berger, Dan Castellaneta, also from The Simpsons. Of course, he had recently voiced Doc Brown in the Back to the Future cartoon. Christine Cavanaugh, Brian Cummings, Scott Manville. Oh, the list goes on for the voices. Anyway, each episode is packed with hystericalness and whatever. You'll laugh your head off at some of these. But anyway, Beethoven is definitely, I feel like this is an underrated animated series, just like what I've seen. Here, let me give you a good look at, some of the characters. Here's the main group of pets. You see Beethoven in the middle. Now, the collie dog is Ginger, and the big light bluish dog is Caesar. And there you see Sparky, and, of course, the little guy there, that's the guinea pig, Mr. Hugs. And here's a shot of Beethoven with the Nguyen family right there. Yeah. So, from what I've seen of Beethoven, it's not bad. I mean, I don't think it's one of the best, tunes based on a movie, but I still think it's got the same great hysterical antics you could get from the actual movies itself. And heck, even the direct-to-video sequels that came out years later. Right? But anyway, I think you'll really like the Beethoven cartoon if you give it a try. Like I said, you can find the full series on Peacock and yes, it's for free. You don't have to upgrade to Peacock Premium or what have you, so just thought I'd let you know that just in case. But if you have seen the Beethoven cartoon, let me know what you thought about in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned, a spoiler-free review of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 will be coming up soon, later tonight. So, if you like this, consider checking out these other fun-filled tunes. In the upper left-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TVLog I did for another great canine tune. That would be A Pup Named Scooby-Doo from 1988. Or if you'd like another movie-based tune from Universal, check out the Saturday Morning TVLog I did for Fievel's American Tales, which was a recent series for CBS. You can also find the full series of that on Peacock as well. Or if you'd like, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of the original film itself, Beethoven, from 1992, which is absolutely hysterical. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TVLog, then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TVLog is Return to the Planet of the Apes. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.